Hello and welcome to the Crafty Witch FX, and today I will be doing a tutorial on this awesome pop art Mrs. Frankenstein look. It was a lot of fun to create this look, so yeah, if you want to learn how to do it, just go ahead, stick around, and I'll begin now.
Hello, my crafty little witches. So, today I'm going to teach you how to do a pop art Mrs. Frankenstein. She does glow in the dark. I did use UV reactive neon paints to create her. What you're going to want to do is using either a detail brush, if you can use an eyeliner pencil, you can use pretty much whatever you choose to use. I'm not going to necessarily say whatever color, but I would suggest using a white or a nude. And you're going to go ahead and start tracing lines on your base where you would like your stitch marks to be, where you would like your open wounds to be, all of that kind of good stuff. What I did was I stitched all across my face. I put a wound mark on my right cheek, on my forehead, on the left side. I did make myself a slit throat, and you can't see it, and I do dearly apologize for that, but I did just below the slit throat. I put a couple more open wounds down below on each side of my neck. And mind you, I have not done this look before. This is my first time doing this look. So I didn't practice or anything. I just decided to go ahead and stick the camera and go with it. So screw it all and just put it out there. So, and just then I did another open wound on the left cheek, and here I am doing where my nose is going to be. So, and that wasn't enough stitch lines for my liking, so I went ahead and I did another stitch line across my forehead, leading up to my temple. And this is me deciding what to do, and now I'm getting my neon green UV glow-in-the-dark paint ready. And I'm going to go ahead and begin by applying this to my chin. And then I'm going to do it all over the rest of my face. With the exception of where all of those marked off places are on my face. So where my stitches are going to be, where my nose is, where all of those open wounds are, including where I did my slit throat. That's all going to be vacant because I'm going to use a different paint to go over all of that. So yeah, go ahead and start putting your green all over your face. It's going to make you look like a fluorescent neon witch. Now, I did go ahead and do my eyes as well, because I'm just going to be going back over them in black, but I wasn't quite sure exactly the route that I was going to take in doing this, because as mentioned before, this is my first time. I've never done this look before, so I went ahead and I did my eyes green. My initial thought was to go ahead and take some dark green eyeshadow and put that over my eyes too, to make it look like it was a bit more shaded. But I changed my mind further on and just went with black. So, and this paint that I am using currently is pretty shitty. I will go ahead and tell you that now. I will never ever purchase this paint ever again. So, though I did pay money for it, and I do have quite a few colors in it, because it did come as a set. you know, and it was just something that I wanted to try, and you don't know if you like something until you try it. So I went ahead, I tried it, I hate it, and I'm not doing it again. It does dry quite quickly, and while it is drying, it does get flaky. Not too terribly flaky to where you can't, like, you know, do anything with it. However, I do not recommend it if you are, you know, considering blending any other colors in with it, because it's just not going to look right. And really, you won't be able to blend if you are using other colors for that purpose. So yeah, definitely don't use this paint for anything that has to do with blending. And I cannot say that enough, because it's a shitty paint. So here, I'm going to go ahead and do some of my neck. And then I took a good look at my face again and was like, well, there's all of these other like flesh pocket type things that were poking out on my face. Like the pigment wasn't wanting to take. So, yeah, I went ahead and I figured, well, I'm going to have to put so many layers. So what I did was I just went ahead and started applying it in like thick layers on my skin. That way I didn't have to worry so much, you know, about it not taking too good. Again, it's pretty crappy. So, but it all worked out in the end. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and continue. So yeah, and you'll see me a lot of times just constantly go back over spots that I have already painted. And again, the reason for that is because it dries out really fast and it doesn't give you a full coverage, which is something that I absolutely hate. I cannot stand a body paint or face paint that does not do full coverage. Because really, what's the point? And yes, this actually is made specifically to be a face and body paint. However, it dries and feels more like an acrylic. So I'm not really understanding how they can call this, you know, a body paint. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish the rest of my neck. And once again, I'm going to do green all the way down to the top of where I decided to make my slit throat. And then I'm going to begin again below my slit throat. Sorry guys, I'm eating while I'm doing this. Yeah, classy. So I'm going to go below my slit throat area, and I'm going to go around those areas that are also marked off for the open wounds. And this one, I also have to do, you know, a couple of times, because once it dried out, it started getting this really nasty flaky look to it. And then once it started getting that flaky look and it started drying even more, you start seeing more of my skin, and I didn't want that. And right there, my husband adjusted the camera for me because he is just such a wonderful man. So he went ahead and he adjusted the camera for me so that you could see more of my neck, as well as my forehead area. So since you weren't able to see it before, now you can actually see where my slit throat and those other open wounds are located on my neck. I have no idea what I am saying to my husband just there, but it seems like we are in a pretty deep conversation. We are obviously talking about something, and then he made me laugh because that's just what my husband does sometimes. Right, and I'm doing some more touch-ups on my face because I saw some areas that still looked like they were pretty vacant. So here I am going ahead and I'm taking that MAC 211 brush again, and I'm going around where my nose is going to be blacked out. And I'm just using the same brush to black all of it out. It's the same one that I did my tracing for. I absolutely adore this brush. It's one of my new faves. So, and it's just such a wonderful brush because it gets into very tight places. Like if you're going around your nostrils, obviously you don't want to take like this super big brush and like have to paint, you know, your nose. So I don't know, I just really like this brush. It's just, I guess, personal preference, but I like this brush. It's also easier to handle, so, and it's got a finer tip. Alright, so here what I'm doing is I'm just taking a regular paintbrush and I'm dipping it into my neon orange UV paint, and I'm just going to follow my stitch lines. So all the way. So yeah, whatever stitch lines that you have that are, you know, open, I guess you could say. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say here. But anyway, the point is go ahead and follow those stitch lines that you decided to draw all over your face. Okay, so with that being done, I do want to apologize because my camera ended up dying. So, but as you can see, I went ahead and I finished tracing my stitch lines, and then I went ahead and started filling in my wounds with a neon, vibrant, neon hot pink UV body paint. The orange is a UV body paint as well. So what I did was all of my open wounds and my slit throat and my lips, I went ahead and made this real pretty hot pink color. Now the pink though I did like, probably because I didn't use it on, you know, a large portion of my face, so it didn't get as flaky or dried out. And it stayed a pretty good consistency. I still wouldn't recommend blending with it, but yeah, as you can see, I went ahead and I did the hot pink on my mouth as well, obviously. And here I am, I'm doing just a little bit more touch-ups. with the green. And what I'm getting ready for now is I'm going ahead and I'm re-wetting the black paint because all of the stitches and the open wounds and everything, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to trace along your open wounds with it. It gives it a real nice pop art type look. And then on the stitches, you're going to want to add that black to the stitch marks. And I'm sorry that I am all over the place during this video. You know, I'm not exactly used to doing videos like this. What I normally do is, instead of doing a voiceover, what I normally do is just like talk during the creation of the video. So yeah, again, I'm going back over that hot pink. I decided to go over it though with a little bit orange to make it look, you know, a tad bit more of a reddish color, although you can hardly tell in the actual video, but in person that's exactly what it looked like. It looked, you know, like a red orange color. So yeah, I'm so sorry about that mess up a little bit ago, guys. I thought I was getting the black paint ready to go ahead and trace, but obviously I wasn't. So, and here I went ahead and put a little bit more hot pink on top of the orange, just because it just, you know, looked pretty cool. And I did that because I wanted to show that some brain matter was like coming through, you know, right up there. And here I am touching that up because I did get a little bit onto the green and I didn't want it to look that thick. So. Alright, and now I'm going back over all of these, outlining all of them in black. Now, my black paint, however, is not shade paint. My black paint is actually wolf paint in black. So it is more water-based, or it is a water-based paint. And I love anything that's made on wolf. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to outline my wounds. I'm also going to be outlining my slit throat and my lips and adding the stitches to my face as well with this black one. Yeah, I do promise that the next video that I do will be of much better quality. I thought I'd go ahead and try a voiceover. Hopefully I will get better at doing voiceovers. It's just a thing. You don't know how to do something until you try it for yourself or you're taught it. And, you know, practice makes perfect and all that other shit. So I'm pretty sure I'll get better at it the more that I do as far as voiceovers and painting. I thought this turned out pretty good though. And this is something that's like super simple that you can do with your kids, you know, if it's something that you're looking for, something that's super easy and quick to do for like your kid for Halloween, or something that is a last minute idea. This is really good for that. So here I am, and I'm going to go ahead and outline my eyes in black and then fill those in. And I went ahead and kept my eye closed for a little while, just, to allow the black paint to dry a bit so that it didn't crease. I'm saying something to my husband and then I'm continuing. I don't know what all that was. And here it is, the other eye. So you're just going to do the same on the other side. But make sure to allow it to sit for a little bit and dry a little bit before you open your eyes fully. I know you can't see it in here on this video, but my eyes are, well, my right eye anyway, is, the lid is lower just a little bit to prevent any creasing from happening. And it seems like no matter what I do with that black, though, it's because of the paint underneath it, it just makes it really difficult to apply that black paint. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you're going to use this paint, to leave your eyes completely vacant, so that when you do come to this part, you don't have to worry about all the jerking and, it messing up or anything like that, because of the paint used underneath. So you live and learn. And boy, did I ever learn my lesson using this damn paint. So yeah, and I am getting as close to my waterline as possible during this part. However, I am not actually doing my waterline because let's just use some common sense while doing this. And we don't want to get any paint in your eye because it's not a lot of fun, trust me. I did accidentally get paint in my eye one time and it did not feel good. So always be careful when you are doing anything near your eyes. And here I am outlining my slit throat area. The slit throat does not have to be absolutely perfect because, let's face it, it's a slit throat. So and I felt that, like, the jagged marks that I made on it, the jagged marks just kind of added it, added character to it. So, not too shabby, the way that it all turned out. Alright, now I am adding the stitches to it. And some more stitches, and to do this I am using an angle brush, which I certainly regret doing. I should have used a detail brush or my 211 MAC brush, for this, but whatever. As mentioned, live and learn, people. And practice makes perfect anyway, so I'm pretty sure since I did this my first time, my next one will be much better. And that was a very disappointed look on my face because I messed that up. It just goes to show, I am most certainly a beginner at doing this kind of makeup. And so while this is finishing up, I do want to inform you that I did do an actual makeup on my husband, which is a burn tutorial that I will be uploading, so keep an eye out for that video. And that one I am not doing a voiceover, so you don't have to worry about this icky echo. Ooh, icky echo. So you don't have to worry about that. And I'm also way better at applying prosthetics and creating prosthetics than I am painting. Some people have it, some people don't. Right now, I am just learning, so at this moment, I am a novice when it comes to body painting. But practice makes perfect, and I intend on practicing very often, which should make my husband absolutely proud, because he's most likely going to be my little guinea pig. So now doing this part, I did put a little bit of black or white mixed in with my black, just to kind of make it look a little bit more shaded. And then when I'm finished, I'll go back through and I will use a dry brush technique to go in and shade some more. So, and I do apply the white inside of the ones just to make it look a little bit more like a muscle texture. Wow, that's a hard word for me to say right now, but just to make it look like more muscle texture. And I did this to every single one of my ones, including my slit throat. So, and I'm sure some of you guys haven't seen, especially if you're not on Instagram or my Facebook page. If you're not following me on either one of those, I'm pretty sure you didn't see the pop art zombie look that I did for my youngest son. But this actual look right here would go practically perfect with the pop art zombie look. I am sorry, that is my bulldog barking at somebody. Sammy, real life people, real life happening. Sam, no. My father-in-law is actually standing in the hall trying to be quiet, and it's upsetting my bulldog. So, okay, here I am doing the dry brush technique. Now, if you want to see my youngest son's pop art zombie look that I did, which looks almost identical to this, but completely different, that just is an oxymoron. I'm going to say, if that's even the right word. I don't know, people. I am tired. I did not sleep last night, so, but we're doing this. I'll go ahead and I'll leave a link in the description box below for y'all to check that out, to my Facebook page, and I'll go ahead and leave my Instagram below as well. And this part right here is the part that I was talking about, dry brushing, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a shaded look about it, more three-dimensional, like it's actually something. And this, what I was trying to show y'all, but you couldn't see, was I was going to use a this really awesome lime green, dark green color that I talked about using for my eyes. I was going to use that to fill in the hollows of my throat, you know, just to get some shading all around. However, that wasn't working, so what I ended up doing is just going ahead and using black instead. And that actually worked out perfect, because if you do just a light dusting along your black shadow and then begin to contour, it works out much better. So don't like jab your black eyeshadow to do this. I don't recommend that. It's just a real light dusting of your eyeshadow brush, and then you go ahead and begin contouring your features, just to kind of make it more like sunken in, detailed, you know how contouring works. So this also helps to give definition to your cheekbones. It makes them look a little bit more hollow, as well as it allows them to stand out much better. And that little white thing that you saw go right behind me was Teddy. Teddy is our Maltese. I believe I have some videos of him somewhere. Okay, and then I'm contouring below my lip as well, just to kind of give it a pucker effect. And then I do a little bit below my nose too, to have it act as a shade. Okay, and here I am. I decided, just spontaneously decided, that my throat needed a little bit of red to it. So what I did was I took my Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, and I took the brightest red that was in there, and I applied it to one of my eyeshadow brushes, and then started applying it to the outlined areas of my face and neck. So I applied the red around my slit throat, the two open wounds below my slit throat, and then of course to the open wounds along my face as well, just to kind of give it a little bit of a pop art type zombie, you see what my mind is on, just to give it more of a pop art blood, you know, showing that it has been opened. I don't know exactly how my mind was working just then. This is why I usually don't do voiceovers. I just talk during my videos, is because I can't always remember exactly what I was thinking when I am making my videos. So yeah, it works out in everybody's, you know, favor if I just talk while doing my creative art shit. So yeah, and here I am, and I'm adding those, and look, I waved like, huh, I'm done. Really, I was not done. I forgot to outline my eyes in black. So I am using a NYX Black is Black eyeliner to fill in my waterline. So yeah, and now that you are finished outlining your eyes, then you're finished. Okay, and as soon as you are finished with your look, go ahead and apply. The wig that I use is a fever wig. So, and I love the Mia wig. So that's the wig that I used. So yeah. And if y'all like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a nice comment below, and I'll be seeing y'all again real soon. Bye.
Hi, and welcome to The Crafty Witch. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do this fantastic pop art, Miss Frankenstein. Let's redo that. Okay, hold on. Hello everybody and welcome to the Crafty Witch's Corner. And today I am going to be doing a tutorial on this fantastic Mrs. Frankenstein pop art. Oh, damn, that's wrong. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Crafty Witch FX, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on this wonderful pop art Frankenstein look. Miss Frankenstein look. God damn it! I'll get it right eventually. That fucking came up. Okay, so can you still see me good? Okay. Hello and welcome to the Crafty Witch FX, and today I will be doing a tutorial on this awesome Mrs. Frankenstein pop art.
What is
I don't know.
fucking coming up? I'm sorry, baby. My finger isn't on there, it's just...
Okay, well, I just want to get this done. So anyway, again.
Over this way a little bit. There.
Hello and welcome to the Crafty Witch FX, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this awesome Mrs. Frankenstein pop art look. So stick around, and if you want to learn how to do this awesome look, fucking A. God damn it. So, can you still see me good? I don't want this part shown.
Yeah, no, I can't see that part.
You can see this and up? Okay.
Just like the top of your straps and your hair.